Wow. Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Maddie McFly. Good afternoon. Very easy on the eyes. Thank you so much for joining. Um, I hope you are well this afternoon. Wherever you're watching from, please just indicate in the comment section and let me know where you're watching from. And if you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section. This is beautiful because I can actually see people joining. Hopefully I can also see the comments. My name is Chantal. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome and thank you so much for joining this live video. I am a registered nurse. I am a mindset transition coach. I am a motivational speaker, and now I am an award-winning author. The title of my book is On My Way Back to Yesterday, A Journey of Authenticity. So good afternoon and thank you so much once again for joining. As you can see from the title, I want to touch a little bit on something very important. I think it's extremely important that I touch a little bit on, but I hope that this message that I'm about to share right now, my goal is for this message to reach the right mind, to reach the right people, so that it would actually impact them. It would actually encourage them to take that very first step today towards becoming who they were truly born to be. So what I want to talk to you today is about trauma. I had a very disturbing conversation 2 days ago. And coming from someone who has overcome a lot of trauma, reason being that I'm still on my own journey of overcoming my own traumas. But coming from someone who's gone through, I would say, the bulk of my trauma, because I can actually sit here and talk to you about a lot of things. And as you can see, like I mentioned earlier, this is a testimony of me overcoming my trauma. Coming from someone who has 7 grown. Hi, 7 grown. Thank you for joining this live video. This was an impromptu live session, so bear with me. I just went with my spirit and I felt it necessary to come on here and talk about this. All right. So I know I did not announce it. I've been gone for a little bit, but there's been a lot of activities going on. But I promise I will always come back here and share with you guys what's important. So first of all, what I want to tell you right now is that if you are that person who is dealing with pain, if you are that person who's experienced harsh treatments in life, if you are that person who has been abused physically, emotionally, psychologically, financially, whichever way it may have applied to you. If you're that person who has been told in the past that you are good for nothing, you cannot do it on your own, you will never amount to anything good. If you're that person who has been, who has been hurt and who still continues to feel hurt, I need you to listen carefully. Number one, I want you to understand that whatever pain that you've experienced, whatever thing you've been through in your life, whatever trauma that you have experienced, I want you to understand that you are not that trauma. I want you to understand that you are not that thing. You are not those things that happened to you. I want you to pay attention and listen to this. You are not those things. You are not those pain. You are not those trauma. You are not those insults, you are not those ugly words, you are not those manipulation that happened to you. You are what actually survived it. Okay? I need you to start looking at life from that perspective. You are what survived those experiences. But you need to heal. That which survived those experiences, I need you to know that that strength is found in you, but that strength needs to heal. Okay? So this video is particularly for someone who has been holding on to pain, for someone who keeps telling themselves, oh, this is who I am. You know, they did this to me. They did 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 things to me, and it's so painful. And you know, I've made up my mind that this is how I'm going to live my life. No, I want you to know that everything that happened to you, it's not your responsibility to carry it on you as an armor. It is not your responsibility to bear the weight. It is not your responsibility to bring that into your bedroom that will cause you a sleepless night. It is not your responsibility to wake up in the morning and the first thing you have to think about is all those things. Those people who did those things to you, they don't even care. They don't even know what you are going through right now. So why do you want to carry their burden? They did that to you. You did not do that to yourself. And so why do you want to live in pain? Why do you want to live in anger, in bitterness, in frustration every single day? It is not your responsibility. You were born with a purpose. And I keep saying this. And until you understand that you were born with a purpose and that you have to fulfill those purpose or that which you were instilled in from birth, you will understand that there are things that you need to let go. There are things that you need to do to be able to start becoming that person who was born to be great. And that person is you. This video is to let you know that healing is possible. This video is to let you know that starting today, all you need to do is to tell yourself that enough is enough. You are not your trauma. You are not your pain. You cannot be bitter for the rest of your life for something that somebody did to you. You didn't do it to yourself. You didn't know any better. I talk about a generational circle of pain, a generational circle of limitation. And trauma has always been one of those items that I talk about. And let me explain to you what I'm talking about. You are living in pain because you were disappointed, because you were hurt, because you were told evil things, because you were physically hurt. You were physically violated. You were emotionally abused. All these things playing in your mind, you hold on to them. You're growing up. I don't know if you are a female, I don't know if you are a male, but I know that you have loved ones around you. I know you eventually want to have a family, or maybe you do have a family. And growing up with those feelings, growing up with those emotions, and you have people that are looking up to you. You have little ones that are looking up to you. You have young ones that are looking up to you. And all you know is pain. All you know is anger. All you know is, no, you cannot do this, because that. Now you are bringing your experience. You are bringing your emotion to instill on innocent people. You are bringing your experience, You are bringing what you've learned in life to forcefully instill on other human beings that God have created and instill in them their own purpose in life. And so now you're gonna deprive them with what you have chosen to hold on to, which has nothing to do with them. And then now, like I always say, when you have a little one, when you have a child, whatever you instill in them is what they're going to grow up with. Whatever belief you instill in them, they're going to grow up with. And what do you think would happen when you eventually succeed in instilling your emotions into them? When they eventually grow up, what do you think would happen if that circle is not broken? If that bondage is not broken, now you are living a life of generational pain. But you are not alone. You are not alone. And you will never be alone. You are not the first. You will never be the first. I am sitting here talking to you as someone who used to be very bitter. Someone that all I knew was bitterness. Why? Because I had decided unconsciously to carry the weight of every single experience I had had in life, to carry them with me, to bring them with me wherever I go. Until when I said enough. Because I knew I was born with a bigger purpose. I knew there was something big in me than what the physical eyes could see. I knew I was born to transform lives, but no one knew about it. Because I had acknowledged all the pain, I had acknowledged all the things that happened to me and thought that was me, what I had become. I had become that emotion. I was the emotion. I was disconnected from who I was truly born to be. I was that emotion. And that's why all people could see was someone who never smiled. Oh, why are you always looking upset? Why are you always this? Because I was lost. All people could see was that emotion, but they knew nothing about that. They knew nothing about who I truly was. Until when I decided to embark on that journey to find me, to discover who I truly was, because I knew I was born for greatness. And I know you were born for greatness. If you are sitting there day in, day out, you are asking yourself, how do I get out of this? Day in, day out, you are covering your scars because you don't want people to see how hurt you are. Day in, day out, you're putting up that fake smile out there, putting that impression for people not to see how broken you are inside. I want you to know that it's okay. Because me talking to you, I want you to believe that it is possible for you to be whole again. I want you to believe that it is so possible for you to say enough. I am taking back full control of who I am. I am dropping those weight. I am dropping all the luggages that were not meant for me. And I'm ready to step into my purpose. Reason why you were born. You were not born to just exist. You were not born to carry people's luggages. You were not born to live into people's narratives. What people have done to you is not who you are. Those are things that happen to you, but did not make you to become who you were not born to be. That's a true version of yourself. That's an authentic version of yourself, and you deserve it all. Healing is possible. If you are still talking about your past experiences with so much anger, with so much hate, I want you to know that you are living in trauma. And this is something that a lot of people do not believe, a lot of people do not understand. A lot of people have not come into the awareness that what everything is holding you back. If you are easily triggered by things that look similar to what has happened to you, and you get offended and you get triggered, you react, that means you are stuck into that emotion. You are in that emotion. You eventually become that emotion, because that's an emotion. That's an emotion that could be triggered at any time. But once you start to heal, once you begin your healing, you will start feeling it deep down into your soul. How beautiful you were created. How happy you were created to be. How much power you have within you. God did not create bitterness. God did not create pain. But these are things. These are as a result of things that happen to us. But we can live without those things being in control of our lives. Forgiveness. Forgiveness will set you that pace. And I hear people tell me, oh yeah, I forgive them, I forgive them, and this is my life, this is this is how I'm going to live my life, this is who I am. No, this is not who you are. You are not born with bitterness. You were not born to detest people. You were not born to be hateful. You were not born to be resentful. You were born in God's image. You are God's creation, and anything that comes of Him is beautiful. I need you to remember that if you are bitter, you were not born like that. And you can let go starting today. Forgiveness is not complete until you start to let go. You can't sit there and tell me you have forgiven the people who hurt you, but at the same time, when you start talking about those things, you get all upset, you get all emotional, you go like crazy. That's because you are still holding on to the pain, you are still holding on to the emotion. But I want to tell you that it is possible to forgive and let go. But just so you know, forgiving someone is not an event. It's a lifestyle. And that's the only way you will start experiencing your healing. And one thing that people get confused with, I heard this lady asking me, I cannot forget. I would never forget what they did to me. It was so bad. It didn't happen the one time. It didn't happen 2 times. It didn't happen 3 times. It happened so many times. Listen carefully. Even when you forgive someone, forgiving someone doesn't mean forgetting what they did to you. No. I can forgive you because I want to forgive myself. because I want to be happy. I want to have peace. I do not. I keep saying I don't have space to carry hate in my heart because I'm a happy person and that's who God wants me to be. I forgive you, but I will not forget. I might not forget what you did to me, but the difference is I'm not letting that emotion control me. That is the difference. I might know how to deal with you in the future if I really have to. I might know how to do other things, but that emotion will not take control over me. And that's the same thing with trauma. I'm not saying that overcoming your trauma or healing from your trauma means you will forget the things that happened to you or you will forget the people that hurt you. No, you will remember. I can assure you that. You will remember. But this is the beauty about it. I'm just trying to see if there's any message I'm missing. Guys, thank you so much for continuing watching. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. I will be more than happy to respond to you. If you have any concerns, if you have any questions, if you want to know more about my book, I'll probably leave the link in the comment section, but you can leave your questions there. I'm more than happy to answer you. Go back to what I was trying to say. Overcoming your trauma or going through your healing process, I want you to know, and this is a fact because it's my experience. I'm living it. I know for a fact. So I'm telling you that this is reality. You will remember. You will remember those things. But here's the difference, and here's the beauty about it. When you are healing from a painful situation, what you are doing, you are detaching you are detaching yourself from that emotion. That emotion is a result of that action that happened to you. So healing removes you from that emotion, separates you from that emotion, that you can sit back and talk about what happened to you without being emotionally drained, without being overtaken by that emotion. Okay? By not being taken over by that emotion. You can sit and talk about what happened to you from a place of growth, from a place of humility, okay? From a place of appreciation, because you can see how far you have come. You can see how much growth that situation pushed you to. And so that is the beauty about healing. I keep saying, when I talk about this book, this was my own process. This was my own process of healing, talking about, letting it out, putting everything, offloading myself of every luggage that was not of me, every luggage that I did not deserve. I put it on here. I can sit and read this book and be like, wow, girl, you are, wow. And that's all I can say because I am proud of who I have become. I am proud of who I am becoming because I was able to take on that journey. I was able to be that vulnerable and let it out because I know this is the answer to someone's problems or questions. This is a lifeline. This is an exhibit. This is proof that you can heal. Understand that healing is possible. Understand that you can break that generational circle of limitation, that generational circle of emotional bondage. You can start today. To not wait tomorrow. Now is your time. Today is your time. If you've been sitting on that couch day in, day out, in pain, in anger, I want you to know that you were born with and for a purpose. And so it's time for you to let go of the pain and pick up from where you left off. Healing is possible. It's not easy. It has not been easy, but it's possible. You can do it. If I can do it, if I can sit here and talk to you about it, then it's possible. Don't wait. Today is your day. It's not your responsibility to hold on to pain. It's not your responsibility to hold on to anger. You were born with a responsibility. And today is that day for you to begin dropping down those pain, dropping down those luggages that don't belong to you. It's time to empty everything out and just let all the beauty that you have been pushing on the sides just come in. It's time to embrace who you truly are. It's time to start stepping into your space and embracing all of you and be proud of you. It's a journey. It's a lifestyle. You will continue to forgive. You will continue to heal, because there will be times that you will see things that will be similar to what happened to you, but you will be able to smile over them. You'll be able to identify them even faster than someone who has never experienced that. And it's your turn to write down your story. It's your turn to change the narrative. It's your turn to step into that wholeness of you, to step into that authentic self of you, to step into that amazing person that's in you, that's been yearning to be seen, to be heard. Today is the day. Okay? Wow. It's 30 minutes, 45 seconds. I can't believe it's already been 30 minutes. Okay, thank you so much. Matthew McFly, very easy on the eyes. I'm not sure what that means, but thank you again. I will, again, if you have any question, please leave it in the comment section. I will be more than happy to respond to you. If you are interested in knowing more about my book, please leave it in the comment section. Let me know. If you are around Essex County, if you are around Hill, Methuen, Lawrence, Bradford, North Andover, all those areas, I'm inviting you to my event that's going to be happening at the Haverhill Public Library on June 6th. To an author talk event. It's an event. Actually, it's going to be, some connections. It's going to be some meet and greet. There's going to be some books if you will be interested in grabbing a copy there. That'll be a beautiful opportunity, a beautiful time to sit down and dive into some, important conversations that could be life transforming. So I'm inviting you. It's at 6 o'clock. Um, I'm not sure if I actually shared that invitation on my YouTube channel, but I'll check after I'm done here. If not, I'm gonna post it under the community post, I believe. So you can check it there at some point. Yeah, and I will be so happy. I will be happy, 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 extremely excited to meet you there, to see you, so we can have some meaningful conversation. Thank you so much. Please let me know what do you think about this video. If this video meant anything, if this video meant something to you, please let me know in the comment section and just say, this is what this video made me feel. This is how it made me feel, and this is what I'm thinking. This is what I would love to do. If you need my support in any way or form, please do not hesitate to let me know. And thank you once again. And now, if you want more about this topic, please let me know in the comment section. Whatever you need, whatever comments, whatever feedback, please, please, please. I really want to read what your thoughts are. All right. If this video really impacted your life, please give it a thumbs up and please share it, and I will see you again. All right. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Now, let's see. Okay. I'm trying to see how do I end this video?